the adequacy funding contingency reserve balance. On March 9th, PERS reported to the General Government Subcommittee its preliminary plan to credit 2016 calendar year earnings on the Oregon Public Employee Retirement Fund. The PERS system noticed an overfunding of the PERS contingency reserve by $345.8 million out of $583.7 million balance. However, there was no specific recommendations as to which account the reserve fund should be deployed, the amount, and the associated rationale. On April 4th, the PERS Board approved a preliminary allocation of excess funds in the contingency reserve to the benefits in force reserve. The benefit in force reserves account is used to fund the Tier 1 and the Tier 2 retiree benefit payments upon an individual retirement. The account is funded with employer and retiree contributions and associated earnings. The amount of the board's allocation was unspecified, as was the estimated changes to the accrual liability at employer's rate. The PERS board had unanimously adopted a percentage-based funding level for contingency reserve at 0.25% for the accrual liability. The current actual accrual liability is $76.7 billion as of December 2015, which would place the contingency reserve balance at $190.5 million. However, there are several PERS adjustments that bring that balance up to $237.8 million. The board was directed to reevaluate its adopted target policy considering the statutory permissible use of the contingency reserve account. The General Government Subcommittee recommends approval.
Discussion. Any objections to the motion before the seeing none, motion carries. Close out work session. Work session. Department of Agriculture, Manufactured Food, Regulatory Program Standards. Senator Gerard.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Colleagues, I get the tough carries, so this is the last of the day here, so listen up. On April 27th, the Natural Resources Subcommittee recommended approval of the submission of 2 federal grant applications from the Department of Agriculture to the Food and Drug Administration in the amount of $225,000 and $350,000 for the manufacture of food regulatory standards and international accreditation of the Department's laboratory. The Manufactured Food Regulatory Standards grant will be used to help ODA maintain conformance with 10 quality criteria for the state manufactured food inspection programs, which ODA has done since 2007. The International Organization for Standardization Accreditation grant will be used to ensure state regulatory laboratories maintain accreditation